We are arriving at the paradise.
Okay, today we are doing something fun. I have a list of Philippine islands and I'm gonna be describing each of one in just one word. In general, I think this could give you quite a good idea about what to expect of each island or if it's worth visiting it. Spoiler alert, every island is worth visiting. Leyte, diving. I mean, that applies only to the southern part, and Leyte is like very diverse, kind of weird shaped island. But yeah, I think this was the best diving I've ever done, and there is quite a few diving shops and there are some resorts. It's not very touristy, but it's super beautiful, and you can actually go dive with the whale sharks the right way, meaning the sharks are in there. They have all their freedom, they just come there because of the changing of the seasons. The whale shark season is around April. Mindanao, adventure. Mindanao is the biggest island of the Philippines, so there is a lot that could be said. There used to be a few terrorist groups in the Mindanao island that took control of some parts, but that's already gone. I mean, the island is perfectly safe to travel now, except some parts of the east. But if you go to Cagayan, Davao or the eastern part, then you wouldn't have any issues. But on the road you can see like more military controls and stuff, but for me it's probably my favorite island. There are places that absolutely blew my mind. I wasn't expecting that. Limunsudan Falls, that was like Niagara level waterfalls. It's the two, and yeah, just look at the pictures, that's crazy. In Bukidnon region, that was very beautiful, and the Laswitan Falls and Lagoon on the very east towards Siargao Island, that's also crazy beautiful, and it just blew my mind, and there were no people. Camiguin, volcano. Yeah, this is easy. It's a tiny island. I think it's the most beautiful island I visited in the Philippines, and it's basically just a huge volcano and a road around it, and yeah, it's just beautiful everywhere you go. There are beaches, there are waterfalls, and there is this huge volcano you can actually climb. Samar, rough. First I wanted to say bad roads, but that would be kind of too harsh for that. Yeah, the Samar is a huge island and it's quite out of the beaten path. Nobody really goes there for tourist reasons, and there is this main Trans-Philippine highway going through, but it's in terrible condition. Well, not always, but a lot of the parts you really go very slowly and stopping. There are potholes, there are bridges that are turned down, and yeah, it's rough. But there is also the Langun Gombin caves. It's the biggest cave in the Philippines and it's massive. It's the third biggest cave in Asia, and yeah, it's really worth it, and it's absolutely no tourist. I was only third person that visited the cave in June in 1 month, so. And then on the east side there are even places for surfing and nice cliffs, but yeah, that's a little bit out of the beaten path. It's kind of hard to get there. Palawan, calm. Palawan Island seems like it's not almost in the Philippines because it doesn't have any of the dangers that the Philippines are kind of known for. There are no volcanoes on the island. It's on the west side, so the typhoons don't go there, the tsunamis doesn't happen there. There are no earthquakes. So it's really the safest place to be, and there are some crazy nice places to see. There is the subterranean river, but on the north there is El Nido. That's like one of the most traveled places in the Philippines. But there is some more. There is the Port Barton, that's very nice beach town. I am just editing the video. I noticed I didn't include Siquijor, and the word for Siquijor is cliffs. I mean, it's a small island that has a lot of opportunities, lots of waterfalls, there are some nice mountain views, but the thing that stands out the most are the cliffs, and you can jump from pretty high, so pretty cool, worth visiting. Sebu, accessible. I mean, Cebu City and Cebu Island is probably like the first or second stop on every first Filipino trip. Yeah, it does have a reason, because there are beautiful places that are easily accessible. There is the Moal Boal, which is amazing for snorkeling and diving. There is canyoneering. There is the Oslop for shark diving, even though that stopped and I wouldn't recommend going there. And on the north part there are also some very nice beaches, so Yes, Cebu is nice if you want to have a little bit of adventure but not too much, still want to have some level of comfort, then Cebu is for you. But there is a big range of accommodation available, the traveling times are not that long, and there are actually quite a few options to travel, and you can take these touristy ones that you go just from Moalboal to Cebu City, or from Kawasan to Cebu City, or something like this, but you can actually take the normal buses, which I would recommend. They take a bit longer, but they are much cheaper, and it's also an experience on its own. Negros, Buffalo. And it's island that didn't really stick out that much for me, except the buffalo. That's like the symbol of the island, and yeah, there's lots of rice fields around, so you will see a lot of buffaloes. It's nice island, it's green, it's mountainous. Malapasqua Sharks. I mean, this is easy. It's a tiny island on the north of Sebu, and it's known for diving with the treasure sharks. It's a one in a lifetime experience because these sharks usually live deep in the ocean, but at this place they kind of come closer to the surface, so it's possible to go diving with them, which is very cool experience. But to go diving with the sharks you need to be certified diver. Bohol, fun. I mean, it kind of has it all. I'm also counting the Panglao Island because it's connected with two bridges and it's very close. And on that side you have lots of bars, you have lots of beaches, you have like the fun, you can go to drink, you can go to play pool, whatever is your choice. But there is also a lot of touristy places, the Chocolate Hills, the Tarsier Sanctuary, and also some pretty nice diving spots. But if you want to go do scuba diving in Bohol and have a little bit more time, I recommend going farther out to Anda, which offers better places than the Panglao, and it's not that touristy. Siargao, tourist. In Siargao is the biggest density of foreign tourists in all of the Philippines, and it kind of has its reason. It's kind of this Bali vibe, and it's not really my thing, but I understand why a lot of people choose it, because there is lots of hostels, lots of tourists, lots of the things that the Westerners like to do. The probably biggest attraction in Siargao is surfing. You can go surfing in other places in the Philippines, but Siargao is like definitely the spot, and there is gonna be a lot of people, so if you want to mingle with other tourists or go just for a week or two vacation, then yeah, Siargao might be your bet, because it offers some beautiful places. I wouldn't say they are that beautiful as I saw somewhere else, but there is a lot of them, and it's a small island, so it's easy to travel around, and the traffic is super chill, so this might be the only island I would consider renting a motorbike, because otherwise in the Philippines the traffic is crazy and I wouldn't trust going on a motorbike. Belleran, remote. It's kind of forgotten. I never heard about the island before. I was like very close, and then I saw the bridge, so I was like, yeah, let's go there. And I must say it's quite beautiful. It's a bit tricky to get there, that's why I call it remote. You can take a boat from Cebu City, I believe, but that would need to like or around, maybe a bit longer. You could fly to Tacloban, I guess is the closest airport, but that's still like 6-7 hours of driving. But I think it's still worth it. There are some nice waterfalls, some nice scenery, some nice mountains, and the roads are actually quite good. There are very nice rice terraces, and actually there are quite a few resorts that offer like the beach experience, but they are not that touristy now. Only Filipino tourists I saw there, so if you're looking for something unique, this might be the option. Luzon, diverse. There is so much in Luzon. There is obviously Manila, that's the start of every trip. There is the northern part, that's the Manawe rice terraces and the big mountains. There is also Bicol, that's very unique, very beautiful. There are some crazy volcanoes, the Mayon volcano, a lot of different things you can do, and it's again huge. Like driving from one side to another is gonna take you a few days, so there's a lot to explore. Okay, so these are just a few islands I chose. There is so many more in the Philippines. I could make these videos for 2 hours, but let me know down in the comments, what do you think? Did I make it right, or you have other opinion about the islands, and what is your favorite island? Yeah, and see you on the road.